So, what are we gonna do today? Frost?
Sure.
Mercer.
Why'd you turn the merman? No, Skeletor. we reviewed,
What we are reviewing.
He just fucking buries me right off the rip. Fucking bastard. We are in the process of reviewing Cabin Fever, Patient Zero. Fever! Shua, what'd it do?
Right, the only person of note that was really in this movie was Sean Austin, who, if you've been living under a rock, was Samwise Gamgee.
If you've been living under a rock, you know him as Samwise Gamgee.
In the newer Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon, he is the voice of Raphael.
Oh!
He was in the Goonies, the Toy Soldiers, 51st Dates, Encino Man. And for the parents out there, he is the voice of Special Agent Oso. I know you guys don't know, but it's a show on Disney. Everybody else in this movie has been in named TV shows, but it's only been like 1-2 episode kind of thing. It was directed by Kare Andrews, who is a writer and artist for Marvel Studios. He has done cover work for Iron Fist and The Incredible Hulk. He has worked on Amazing Spider-Man, Ultimate X-Men, and Hawkeye. And he is also the creator of the Magnaverse Spider-Man.
Mangaverse. You bury me, I bury you.
He was also a director on the first ABCs of Death. What'd you guys think? My part's done.
I can go home now. Fuck y'all. He leaves and we hear a lawnmower start.
Bye, guys.
Minaki! Just runs out. Look at here. I actually, I'd never seen it, didn't read anything about it, just knew that it was about Patient Zero. Plot-wise, Mercer, you want to take that one?
Basically, I mean, if you've seen Cabin Fever 1 and 2, it's just about, people, they either go camping or they go hang out on this island and they happen to catch a flesh-eating virus. So what do y'all think? I think this one was probably gorier. It was definitely awesome.
It was a little bit less disturbing than the other ones, but, disturbing, not necessarily the gore made it disturbing, it was like the circumstance made it disturbing. One was pretty groundbreaking. I think it was Eli, if I'm not mistaken, it was Eli Roth's directorial debut. It was mainly gore-driven. What makes the Cabin Fever series stand out, other than the gore, it's always so open-ended, like no one wins. You always get that feeling.
Right.
It wasn't bad. It couldn't really hold my attention, because even though I'd never actually seen that exact story, I felt like I'd seen it before. The gore was very, very well done. There was one scene, the Doctor versus Penny, that didn't make any motherfucking sense to me.
Yeah, the random cat fight thing.
Now, whereas it was gory,
Yeah.
the Doctor was really playing to her makeup, and it was just... I'm not gonna be a badass if my fucking face looks like that.
Mercer brought up a good point. How is she, enunciating that well?
Yeah,
she didn't have any lips. Yeah, she didn't have any lips, so how the fuck could she enunciate words that perfect?
Yeah,
one of the things that's really enjoyable about this crew when we're watching flicks, is when a movie's not really holding us, we start riffing on it really bad. What was that one I said about?
your tits are just too perfect, Penny.
It's just stupid. We just lose our fucking minds. The effects were pretty good. I only saw a few shots where you could tell it was enhanced with CGI. Just a few. Yeah. And it was mainly just doctoring up some shit. Otherwise, it was all practical. It did look... It looked pretty good. And if you're an effects-driven, horror fan... I'd say check it out.
I'll say wait till Nightfall, because that's whenever I started getting interested as far as effects and everything.
A squeamish significant other, don't.
Wait, yeah,
don't.
Put them to bed first to me.
Is that what you're going to say? Yeah. It is not fucking scary.
Sweet dreams, darling.
Nothing makes you go, fuck! Nothing does that. You just go, gross.
That's pretty much how the first one was for me. I loved the first one.
Yeah, I mean, it was
The
fine.
first one was great. It didn't shock me as much as it would have probably most people, but as far as like everything else in the movie goes, it was like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, it's
I was
pretty good.
Yeah.
I think mostly because the first one was kind of like, you know, like in a cabin in the woods and mountain, you know, kind of mountain country. Anytime I watch a movie, like it's in like based on the setting. For example, Resident Evil, like, you know, the first one and Apocalypse are both in the cities, and I loved them. But when Extinction came out and it was more kind of a desert life, I was like, nah, I just can't get into it. Same way with this one. Like the first one was based in, you know, a cabin in the woods type of setting, and I was like, oh cool, I can get into this one. And then this one was just kind of like on an island somewhere, and I was like, I can't really get into this.
The first one's still better.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you make it through the movie, watch the credits, because it's if you don't catch the slip, it recaps
The shit you didn't see.
Right.
It's got a nice little twist. This kind of like fills in the holes and stuff.
Yeah, it's nice.
The tits were nice.
Too perfect.
Your tits are too perfect, Penny. Your
tell you
breasts
what,
are too perky, Bridget.
I'll tell you.
You know, that's another thing about a lot of horror movies. Probably just why I can't really get into them much. There was an episode of Supernatural where they were making this, making a horror movie, and the writer for the script was like pissed off because they rewrote it and everything. And one of the lines he says, he's like, "My script was perfect, but you had to replace it with cleavage and fart jokes." And I was like, yeah. Pretty much. That's like most horror movies these days. Is like, you know, let's put, you know, a sex scene, some cleavage, some fart jokes, and you know, and just, you know, sell it.
I like the scenes where if you see nudity, it's like organic. I don't like when a girl's like, "So, what are we gonna do today?" And I'm like, who the fuck does that? Like, hey, check it out, tits, 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 tits. And I'm like, oh, that's great. I get it. You wanted to throw some tits in there just so there's some fucking tits in there. It didn't do anything. We were just like,
Congratulations.
you managed to get some boobs in there. Not the ones Dave wanted to see, apparently.
I want to see the doctors. The doctors were like nice and perky.
We're gonna have to make a whole other channel, titty review. It's gonna be just Dave, and I'm gonna be like this. Yeah, they were there. It's a decent flick. If you like gore and you like practical effects, check it out. If you're a fan of the series, sure, this answers some questions they didn't even try to answer in the first two.
They didn't even know they wanted to answer in the first two.
If you're a big fan of Samwise without the Frodo,
go for it.
and he's regular height. But anyway, so this was Cabin Fever Patient Zero. So I'm Frost.
Sure.
Mercer.
You'll see us next time.